And welcome to Bon Echo Tarot. This is your reading for April for finance and career. With all the big changes in the world, many of us are pondering these things. So as much as we're looking for answers in our relationships, I thought it might also be helpful to get some insight into what we can expect or what we need to know energetically about where we're headed now that everything seems to have changed. So let's see. All right. So Virgo, let's look at the surrounding energies for you. Well, congratulations. You have got the Six of Wands, which is all about success. And it's also about success that's recognized by your community. So it's not something that you're experiencing in isolation. So let's take a look at the central issue. Well, we have the Six of Cups, which is, we've got sixes here. So this suggests that that there's some healing happening, and that this is something that that you've been working on. That definitely does have something to do with someone in your soul group. We're connecting with soulmates on a lot of different levels, and it's not necessarily just romantic. That we have many important lessons to learn from the people that we work with, who is a lot of the times the people that we spend the most time with. So what are we looking at here? Well, a huge change, and also, you know, a sense of defensiveness and protectionism, and wanting to just charge right out of that situation and, you know, not participate. So that's kind of the energy that that was stirred up as a result of all of this stuff. So there we go. There you are, Virgo, Knight of Pentacles, taking a look at what the new landscape is. And so this reconnection with someone from your past has actually ushered in a new beginning for you. Someone who is very much tied to your soul and is probably destined to come nearer to you at this particular point. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that the ace turned when I said that is also a further affirmation. So, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which could be you, but it also could be another earth sign, or maternal mother figure of some sort. And there's some truth coming through that's leading you to fully embrace your self-sufficiency. And that you feel very much at peace with the decisions you're making to either move or to not move into a situation. You've just accepted that there's a new beginning here. You're already there. And, you know, as many have experienced so far with this, is that, you know, that they're actually reaping benefits from the circumstances that we find ourselves in. So let's take a look at the center card and see how this relates to who you're working with. Okay, so you've got the Hanged Man. So this is suggesting a surrender of some sort. So in the context of your experience around all of these things, I'm wondering if there was someone that maybe the surrender is part of abandoning this posture, that this defensive posture that you may have been assuming in your relationships in the past leading up to this. You now realize it's not really the way to go. And so that's opened a door. It could be somebody from the past who is helping you to understand this part, because it's bringing in truth and clarity as a result of your surrender to the situation. Because look, see, Wheel of Fortune, severe change, like we're talking change, things turning on a dime. That's how I look at the Wheel of Fortune. So everything changed, and it reconnected you to something that you have had no choice but to surrender. And, and it's actually making you feel really secure. And this is a really good partner, again, because I've tried to make the focus of this to be more financial in nature. This could just be reflecting either a solid partnership with someone from the past that maybe you were feeling defensive with before, and now you've surrendered to working together. And it's creating a new harmony. It could also suggest that there is a love relationship that has recently been reignited, and that's started a new beginning. And it could be, like I said, with another earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it's like, it's, you're kind of able to be taken care, you're letting this person take care of you in a way that maybe you wouldn't have before. But that's actually, after all of these kind of old ways of doing things, it's allowing you to feel a sense of freedom. Yeah. And this is kind of, you're free. There you go. Like, seriously, you've made the decision to be free, but you couldn't get there if you hadn't had the support of somebody who really loves you and is willing to give you the truth. Interesting. Yep, and there you go. See, and now that you're moving in truth, as opposed to whatever was happening before, which, let's see if the bottom, yeah. See, it's like, one of the things about the Knight of Pentacles, on one level, he's like, he's the practical one. He's the one that's saying, no, let's not make any crazy decisions. I want to just sit here and take a look at everything for a while and figure out my next move. Well, the problem is that sometimes you can get really stalled out with that. And so, where did this come from again? I think it was there. But it doesn't really matter. The point is that it's time to move forward with the truth. It's like there was too much thinking, too much, and not enough talking. This is the other thing. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't talk. He's not talking to anybody. He's thinking, though, and everybody around him knows that he's thinking. Maybe that's where it went. So in order for you to move forward, you need to move forward. Like, the time to stand still like this and not talk is over. That's over. You know? That's where it was. Because we're not going to take that Ten of Swords that's underneath him. But, you know, we could take this as a warning that the longer you stay here and aren't moving forward, then the more you risk having this experience. So that's something to consider as well. So now I'm going to use my Distant Early Warning deck, which was created by Marshall McLuhan in 1969. It's called the Distant Early Warning, and it's a regular playing card deck, only he's added some quotes on these cards. They're a little obtuse a lot of the times, but they can be very interesting in how they resonate with the situation. So let's see what Marshall has to say here. Okay, so this is the Five of Spades. And Marshall says, propaganda is any culture in action. So for however that resonates for you. And then the Five of Spades in cartomancy, which I'm learning very, very slowly right now, is that this is a card of interference. And in fact, that's actually what it suggests in the tarot. So, you know, we're all being bombarded with propaganda right now, and it's definitely interfering in everything, in our relationships, in our perception of ourselves. Yeah, it's a very, very confusing time. But the only way through that is to live your own life in truth without any sort of wavering. You know, don't be defensive about it. Just charge right through. The time to scan the horizon is over. That's kind of, you know. All right. And the energies surrounding this is loyalty. It's all about loyalty. Wow. That's crazy. Another sign had these two cards in the same. It might have been Leo, possibly. But different here. So it's kind of like you've been doing this. This card and this card is very similar. Okay? You know, the Knight of Pentacles, he's looking around. He's not making a move. In the Lenormand, the Tower card is really about getting a higher perspective on your situation. So, you know, it's very similar in that. But this is about family for you. This is about family and legacy. You know, how you want to continue forward from where you've come from. And what's definitely on tap for you is a brand new beginning. So we've got two aces and the stork. That's a brand new beginning. You're going to be moving fast towards it. But you need to reconnect with somebody from your past. Okay? And you should be able to resume your natural state of self-sufficiency as a Virgo. So, Virgo, I hope you found this reading resonant. And if you did, please hit the subscribe button. I'm aiming for 1,000 so I can go live more often. But you can find me live on Facebook every now and again. Probably sometime this week. Who knows? Maybe even tonight. But at any rate, I hope to see you again. Thank you.